Well, as you can see, there's a little bit of water out here. I want to make a couple things really clear. You've heard from JC, and please remember that we're in the county. JC owns one of the most popular businesses in DeLand. Many of us, for many years, have gone into his store and bought skateboards and bicycles for children. He's an exemplary citizen. Pays plenty of property taxes too, I might add. Bought a homestead out here in the country that's high. Now you see all this water behind me, and you're likely to think, well, he bought in a wetland. He did not. This is actually part of the DeLand Ridge. The DeLand Ridge is a water recharge area. That just means it's deep sand, and behind me, I'm looking at, you're not, but I'm looking at this bare sugar sand. That's what this whole area is. Everything underwater there is sugar sand. You go, I mean, it's really easy to put fence posts in because it's just the sand. You can look at the vegetation around us. It's pine trees, it's oak trees. It's not wetland vegetation. This was a great place to buy property and build a home. What's happened is that the development around him, and you can probably see it in the view of this camera, you can see cars up there that are about 8 foot above grade from where we stand here. They've created a nice bowl around here. Water's going to get trapped in a bowl, and that's what's happening. And even through sand, it can only percolate so quickly when all of the homes that are out there, all of that land that used to percolate water right through our sand has now been covered over with concrete, with asphalt. They've built roads around them. It's just a perfect bowl here. He's in the county. The county needs to deal with this problem, and unfortunately for the county, we understand, JC understands, that it's not the county that created the problem, it's the engineering back here. It's the developers and the engineering. I believe you mentioned that. And they need to come and repair the problem. Barb Gartman, you are really in tune with your citizens. I thank you so much for getting in touch with JC. Please follow through. I want to invite you to come out and look at it. It will literally bring you to tears. We had to get in a four-wheel drive Kawasaki to get here, and drove through water, and the whole front of his house is all tore up. Not his house, but his property, because he had to put in a new road in and try and build it up so that his wife and his children and he could get to their home. It shouldn't be, and this is a really important thing I want to leave with DeLand area residents, Volusia County residents. I've walked one end of this county to the other in this campaign. The first thing I hear when I ask, what are your concerns for our county? The very first thing is overdevelopment. You need, maybe it's not in your neighborhood, so it doesn't really come close to home. This should come close to home here, because if you're in DeLand, if you live on Lake Winnipesaukee, where all that new building is planned, it's all those new houses have been approved, this is the end result. We cannot keep developing the lands that somebody else will look at and just say, well, that's wasteland, that's wetlands. When we fill that in and pave it over, the water goes somewhere. So you need to be concerned, not when it gets to your front door, but while it's at this front door, and let's stop it here. Let's get control of the way that we grow, the way that we develop. We should be doing responsible growth, because smart growth isn't very smart if this is what it is. So I think we have some good city commissioners in DeLand. Come out here and see what's going on, and then help these homeowners. We've got another gentleman up here they've been here for generations. They've never seen water like this. This is not because we had rain the last 3 weeks. This is because something's really different in the way that we're developing, and we need to get control of it now, because it's coming to a neighborhood near you if we don't.